Hello, everyone. You are welcome to today's session. My name is Benjamin Digraft Donko. I am a digital marketing specialist here at Africa118. I welcome you all to today's session. Before we start today's training, I would like to introduce my moderators who are in the chat box here. We have Raymond, our able moderator. We also have Perpetual Crunchy in the chat box. Feel free to share your comments, your questions, and any other suggestions in the chat box for today's session. We have Philip, we have Michael, Benedict, all here in the chat box. So let's familiarize ourselves with the chat box functionality. Let me know where you are joining us from. Let me know where you are joining us from. Feel free to introduce yourself. Okay, so I can see Beatrice joined earlier. Isaac Abekwe. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining today's session. Hello, Becky. Yes, so let's take some few minutes to introduce ourselves. Feel free and share in the comments. Type your responses in the comments, where you are joining us from, whether you're in Accra, you're in Kumasi, you're in Sunyani, you're in Cape Coast, you're in Rwanda, you're in Ethiopia. Feel free and introduce yourself. Let us know your business, the name of your business, what you do. Okay. Okay, Benedict is saying hello. All right. So once again, my name is Benjamin Digraft Donko. I welcome you all to today's session. I'm so grateful you've had time, or you've scheduled this. You've made time for today's session. Feel free to comment, introduce yourself in a chat box before we zoom in into the session. I can see Salifu. Abdul Taiwo, you are here. Welcome, Abdul. I hope you all can hear me. All right. Thank you for joining today's session. Today we'll talk about how to create a digital marketing plan. I hope you are ready. Okay. So we have our moderators in the chat box. Feel free to share your comments, suggestions. Feel free to also ask questions, right? I'll come back to the chat box to read your questions, and then we'll find appropriate answers to them. So let's zoom straight into today's session. It's going to be a wonderful session. You're going to learn a lot. Wherever you are, I'd like you to pick up your notebooks, your pens, and let's get ready to learn something new about how to create a digital marketing plan. So for today's topic, this is the agenda. I'll give a brief introduction into digital marketing, what digital marketing is, and why it's so useful for your business. Then we will learn how to build your digital marketing plan, how you can devise your own digital marketing plan. Then I'll give top tips for harnessing the power of digital advertising. If you are here, feel free to introduce yourself in the chat box, even as the session goes, all right? Feel free. Let us know where you're joining us from. Let us know the name of your business, all right? So we have a free bootcamp session from Google. If you have a small business and you need training, if you are ready to scale up your business, we have Google Hustle Academy sessions. So you can sign up for these sessions and learn a lot to scale up your business. This is an icebreaker activity. I want us to build that rapport. Um, how do you engage with your customers currently? If you're a business owner, if you're a client yourself, if you're a customer, if you are an employee or a student, and you happen to run a particular business, how do you engage with your customers currently? Let me know your answers in the chat box. All right. So provide answers to the question, how do you engage with your customers currently? Let me know your answers in the chat box. So for example, do you engage your customers using social media? Do you use word of mouth? Do you advertise on Google? Do you advertise on WhatsApp? Do you advertise on radio or television? Let us know how you engage your customers. Isaac Apia, welcome. Emmanuel Asante from Everclean Ventures. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Joseph Mensah of Safe City Foundation, welcome to today's session. Let me hear your responses. How do you currently engage with your customers? Do you use social media? Do you use radio, advertisement, TV, WhatsApp, or do you advertise on Google? Let us know how you engage with your customers currently. Okay. All right. So while we wait for your responses, let's continue with the slide. All right. This session, we're going to talk about digital marketing. Most of you have heard what digital marketing is, but I'm going to introduce it to you once again and try and explain the whole concept of digital marketing. Now, what is digital marketing? For those of you who have heard this term before, what is digital marketing? Comments, give your responses in the chat box. We have our able moderators here, Benedict, Raymond, Philip, and Perpetual. They are here to answer all your questions. What is digital marketing? Let me do a quick run through the chat box. Let's see. Okay, so Abednego says he engages them using social media and phone. Okay. Maimuna, you also said you use social media and WhatsApp. Joseph says he engages his customers face to face. Okay. Salifu says social media and WhatsApp. And as Bodong says, one-on-one and social media. Now, what is digital marketing? What do you think is digital marketing? Let me know your answers in the chat box. Okay, Isaac says digital marketing is advertising goods and services online. Thank you, Isaac. Who else? Let me know your idea or your response on what digital marketing is. Okay. Let's continue. Digital marketing is the promotion of products or brands using electronic devices or the internet, right? So digital marketing concentrates on using the wide range of online tools and technologies available. But the focus should always be on understanding human behavior, right? It includes text, messaging, instant messaging, videos, apps, podcasts, electronic billboards, digital television and radio channels, right? So once again, digital marketing is the promotion of products or brands using electronic devices or the internet. Now, marketers face new challenges in the digital marketplace. There are so many challenges that marketers face when using the online space, but they also have an opportunity to create personalized, relevant communications and content to develop deep relationships with their customers, right? Based on ongoing interaction. So for digital marketing, it breaks that barrier where marketers usually face with traditional marketing, right? You have the opportunity to create personalized advertisements to meet your customers at the right time, your right customers at the right time. Now, digital marketing allows an organization to analyze campaigns, content, and strategy, and to understand what's working and what's not working. All right, typically in real time. So digital marketing allows whatever business you are running, if it's a retail business, if you provide a particular you sell a particular good or offer a particular service, if it's a law firm, if it's a consultancy, digital marketing gives you the flexibility to create personalized and relevant communications. You're able to analyze your campaigns, see what's working and what's not working, right? And you're able to develop real-time, deep relationships with your customers. Now we live in a mobile world. Technology has made the world a global village, right? We're able to communicate with each other or one another over few distances and even over long distances. We live in the mobile world and there are so many advantages of the internet. Now, these are a few statistics, right? There are about 747 million SIM connections in sub-Saharan Africa only. And out of this, we realize that 91% of South Africans own mobile phones, right? 80% of them in Kenya and Nigeria, respectively. So you realize that with the advancement of technology and mobile phones, it has brought a lot of users online. Some 65% of the active mobile phone users in Nigeria have shopped online. So we live in a mobile world now. In Ghana, I think, according to statistics, about 15.1 million users use smartphones. So there are so many people online now, and just recently with the SIM card registrations, you realize that a lot of people are onboarding the mobile technology world. People are even moving from the old type of phones to smartphones. So we live in a mobile world now. Mobile in particular is changing how we act and behave as humans. We have never been more connected to information, knowledge, and people. We have the answer to most of the questions now at our fingertips. If you have a smartphone, literally you have almost every answer at your fingertips just by having access to the internet. We also have the power to do our own product research online. So we live in a world where technology has really helped us close the gap of um, human interactions and technological advancements using some of our mobile phones and the internet. Now, what opportunities might arise from connecting with customers online? So you're a business owner. You want to know why you have a shop and then why you should also have your marketing services online, or why you should boost your marketing services to an online space. So what opportunities might arise from connecting with customers online? What are the advantages that you as a business owner, as a student, as a potential business owner, what advantages do you seek to get when you connect with your customers online? So let me know your answers in the chat box. What do you think are some of the benefits of connecting with your customers online? You might have a shop, you might be a business that you do transactions online, so maybe an online business. What opportunities might arise when you connect with the customers online? Let's quickly run through the chat box. Let me view some of your answers. All right, Joseph, you're asking if the slide will be made available to us of the session. Unfortunately, we might not drop the slides to you after the session, right? But you can contact your digital marketing specialist, and then we can give you a few highlights. We can give you a summary of whatever happened here. Yeah, so Isaac is saying awareness. So one opportunity that is given Isaac as a business owner by connecting with his customers online is awareness. Okay. Okay. So James says 24 hours opening of shop online. Okay. Okay. What opportunities might arise from connecting with your customers online? Okay. Efakunedu says you meet a large audience or customers. Okay, that's true. That is very true. All right. So opportunities from being online. These are some of the opportunities you get. The first one is that you get an increased reach. Okay. You have global access, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're able to connect with the customers online, you have global access, right? You're able to reach niche audiences every time. Okay. You allow your customers to find your products or services easily. That's the first thing. You also learn about your customers, right? Sometimes when you have a shop and someone walks in and the person makes a purchase, you might not get to know more about that customer apart from just the transaction he or she made. But with digital marketing, you're able to learn about your customers. You're able to even predict your customer behavior online. All right. You can conduct a consumer or market research and keep up with demands and trends in your market. Finally, you are also able to communicate and support your customers. So one thing about customer service, right? With digital marketing or when you're able to connect with your customers online, you're able to improve your customer service with greater flexibility. You're also able to communicate with your customers and get their feedback on your business. All right. Now, these are certain key channels to consider for digital marketing. Now that we know what digital marketing is, let's look at some of the channels to consider. There are a lot of channels under the digital marketing umbrella, right? So in this session, we'll consider 6 key channels, right? You might have more channels, but we'll consider these 6 key channels. SEO, which is search engine optimization, SEM, which is search engine marketing, social media marketing, that's SMM, digital marketing, email marketing, content marketing. So these are the 6 key channels we'll be considered. Now we'll be blending them together and then we'll also try as much as possible how we can utilize each of these channels to plan an effective digital marketing strategy. Okay, so this is a breakdown of the 6 channels, all right? So what is search engine optimization, SEO? Search engine optimization involves optimizing your website so that it shows up more often in search engine results. That is search engine optimization. So ideally, if you don't have a website, you cannot use a channel like the SEO. Yes, you need a website to be able to optimize it so that it shows up more on search engine results. The next one is search engine marketing. This is where you'll be paying for advertising to appear in search engines. So you pay for an advertisement to appear in search engines like Google or Yahoo, right? That is search engine marketing. Then social media marketing is using social networks to gain traffic and to reach new people. So social media marketing is what most businesses are using, right? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, um, WhatsApp. These are social media channels that you can utilize to gain traffic and reach your customers. The next one is display marketing. Now, display marketing is online advertising in different formats, right? On many websites across the internet. So what you normally see with display marketing is that when you go to most of these news channels, their websites or blog sites, you realize that a lot of businesses are utilizing display marketing. You will see their banner, especially when you go to myjoyonline.com, peacefmonline.com. When you run to any of these blog sites, Amir Debra, Ghana Web, you realize that you see a lot of display marketing. That is display marketing. You advertise in different formats on many websites. Then we have email marketing. It's also another channel where you collect and you collect email addresses of your customers, right? And you communicate with them. The banks use email marketing a lot. Banks and the fintechs, financial organizations, betting companies, they use email marketing a lot. And then we have content marketing. Content marketing is creating and sharing different types of content, such as blog posts, videos, guides, infographics, to attract attention and to drive traffic. So these are the 6 key channels that we need to consider for digital marketing as a business owner. Okay, so far we've learned what digital marketing is. We've learned the advantages of connecting with your customers online. We've learned some statistics that the mobile phones have brought us. We've learned 6 key channels for digital marketing. So let me pause now for questions. If you have any questions in the chat box, let me quickly run through the questions in the chat box. Okay. All right. So I think we are still having some of your answers. Gloria says one benefit is that yes, it gives her a wider market. Reflections for Life says it helps them expand their network. Abednego says it makes feedback easy to be identified since many people are in the digital space. Yes, that's true. There's cheaper cost of operation. That's true. NS says you get a chance to meet a wide range of people who are not on your contact list. That's true. So questions. Okay, so Emmanuel says SEO has been used a lot in the past and in the current training sessions. Can you show SEO in the head HTML for all of us to see? So Emmanuel, you want us to show the head HTML. Now it's quite technical. If I try and show you right now, I might go offline, right? It might affect the time. Now this session is time bound, so I would have to stick to the time. So what I'll do is that try and liaise with your digital marketing specialist. After the session, would give you a thorough breakthrough on SEO because it's quite technical, right? If I review the head HTML for this particular session, it's going to break off our connection. So I'll do that later. You can liaise with your digital marketing specialist, right? We are working with time, so we'll do that in your cohort, all right? So don't worry, Eric. We can practicalize SEO for you, all right? No problem. So keep your questions coming in. Isaac, Baba, the page is not clear. I think it might do with your internet connection. So try and increase the quality, right? Try and go to settings and increase the quality of the video. And let's see if it will be better. All right. So let's continue. If there are no questions, let's go to the next session. All right. Build your digital marketing plan. Okay. How do you build your digital marketing plan? Now that you are aware of what digital marketing is, you know the 6 key channels of digital marketing. How do you build your digital marketing plan? All right. Now we'll consider 6 steps to building a digital marketing plan. Step 1 is to have business goals and objectives. Step 2 is to have your budget and resourcing. Step 3 is audience. Step 4 is picking channels. Step 5 is planning your activity. Step 6 is measure using the SMART method. So these are 6 key steps to building a digital marketing plan. If you have your notebook, try and write these points down. We'll go through them one after the other. All right, so the first thing is business goals and objectives. The first step in building or creating a digital marketing plan is to have business goals and objectives. Okay. Now, every successful business is based on its goals and objectives, right? For a business, you need to clarify the purpose of your business and identify the necessary actions, okay? Goals are general statements, okay? Goals are general statements of desired achievement. So if you're into a retail business, maybe you are a makeup artist, or you are a barber, or perhaps you sell products. Your goal is usually a general statement that you made of desired achievement, while your objectives are specific steps that are aligned to your goal. So objectives are specific steps or actions you take to reach your goal. But generally, your goal should be general statements. It doesn't necessarily have to be one statement. You could have different goals, right? But objectives are specific steps that you take to reach your goal. So that's the first thing you do as a business. Now we'll be considering an example on your screen now. So a case study or an example of how you can set a business goal is given. So, hi, I'm Mondi. I am a hairdresser. So, Mondi is a hairdresser. And then her business goals are to get more customers through door, right? New and past, and make through her door, new and past, and to make people in her area know that her business exists. So, that is Mondi's goal. She has set a goal that she wants to make more customers walk through her door. So it means that she has a shop somewhere. She wants customers to know that she's around and she offers this kind of business, the hairdressing business. Now that we know Mondi's main goal, now we have to consider her objectives. Now, because we are planning a digital marketing strategy, or we are learning how to build a digital marketing plan, we are using online objectives. So after creating or setting your goal, you need to create your online objectives, right? You have a shop. Now you're moving online, or you're opening a branch online. What are your objectives? So set your objectives clear. So whilst you are following this session, if you have a notebook by, you can write your online objectives down as a business. You want to increase traffic to your website. That is, if you have a website, one objective is that maybe you want to increase traffic to your website, right? You want to increase online sales. Or maybe you don't have a website. So maybe your objective, your online objective, is to increase social media likes or follows. Another objective could be maybe you want to increase online reach and awareness. These are online objectives. So make sure you have a business goal and you have online objectives. Now, you should also make sure that once you have written down your goal and your online objectives, you have to explain how your business goals should match up with your online objectives, or make sure that each of your online objectives match a specific business goal. Okay, so for example, if your online objective is to increase reach and awareness, right, it should match up with your main goal to make people aware that you exist. If you want to increase website sales, it should also relate with your goal of selling more products. All right. If you want to increase social media page likes and follows, it means that it is aligned with getting found by more people on social media. If you want to increase traffic to your website, it means that you should also be getting more returning customers. So basically, any online objective that you set should be aligned with your business goals. I hope you are taking notes. All right. Now that we are done with your business goals and objectives, the next thing is budget and resource. Now, if you are building a digital marketing plan, definitely you should have a budget. Just like you do for any other traditional marketing, where you set aside some amount for marketing purposes. When you are coming online to the digital space, you need to set a budget. You need to have a resource for that. All right. So with your current business, Let's make it more practical. What is your budget, right? We are done with the first quarter of the year. What is your budget for maybe the second and the third quarter of the year with regards to your digital marketing plan? Do you have money set aside for digital marketing? What is possible with what you have? Maybe you might not necessarily have a plan or a budget yet, but you are thinking about it. Okay. What is possible? What can you do with the limited resources that you have? What is possible with what you have? So give yourself an honest statement about what your challenges are, right? An example is what is on your slide, right? So this person is like, I don't have a website yet, as it's too much of an investment right now. So, for example, you are a business and you don't have a website yet. So, what do you have? Do you have social media pages? What other digital channels can you use if you don't have a website? Okay, these are some of the questions you should ask yourself and plan towards that. Now, after you consider your budget and your resource, what is your audience? What is your audience? Who are you targeting? What kind of people patronize your goods or service? Okay. Now, in considering your audience, you have to understand who your target audience are. You need to know the demographics of your audience, right? And maybe your business is into retail, right? You sell thrift clothes. So you need to know and understand who your customers are. Your customers might probably be women. If you sell thrift clothes that are mostly for women, you would get more women buying your stuff. I'm not saying that the fact that you sell women's clothes, you wouldn't be getting male customers. Yes, you'll be getting, but your target market should be more aligned towards getting females, right? So once you've considered your goal, you've considered your budget and resource, the next thing is your audience. Okay. So depending on the line of business, if you're into consulting, what type of consulting are you doing? If you're a tech company, what tech service, what products are you selling? Consider your business and consider the type of audience. So this example says that I'm targeting females in my local area. My most valuable customers are females above 30 years. All right. They normally have children and work part time. Most of them use Facebook. So with this particular business, they have streamlined their audience, right? She noticed that most of her customers are about 30 years old. Yes, so you need to break down the kind of audience you have for your business so that you're able to understand how you can relate with them more. Okay. You know where you normally find them, you know when they normally come online. Okay. These are certain things. You should know their age, gender, location, and even you should be able to even predict their behavior. All right. Now, when you know your audience, the next thing in building a digital marketing plan is considering the marketing channels. Remember, in the previous session, we considered um, 6 key digital marketing channels. So, after knowing your goals, knowing the budget and resource, knowing your audience, you need to know the marketing channels. All right. Which ones are right for you? So, based on the 6 um, marketing channels that we discussed, which channel is right for your business? You need to ask yourself this: which channel is right for your business? Right? Take your time. If you're writing down notes, take your time and understand which digital marketing channel is right for your business. If you are into retail and you start considering LinkedIn, it might not be so helpful. All right. So there are certain channels and there are certain goals that work best. Okay. So you have to decide which channel works best for your business needs. Not all marketing channels will suit your business goals. You need to know this. And you should also consider which channels work best for you. And then you can do this by considering your online objective. So for this slide, one online objective was to increase online reach and awareness. So if you want to increase online reach and awareness, the best or most suitable digital marketing channels would be display marketing, social media, and content marketing, right? We are saying the best. We are not saying the others wouldn't work, right? But for optimum results based on your online objectives, these channels are very important. Okay, maybe your next online objective is to increase website sales, which means this time around you have a website, you're an e-commerce business. So your main driving channels should be search engine marketing, search engine optimization, and email marketing. All right. So you're an e-commerce business and you want to increase website sales. You want people to come to your website and buy items. Your main marketing channels will be SEM, SEO, and email marketing. This is what will work best aside the others. Okay. We are not saying the fact that you have a website, you shouldn't advertise on social media. You can, but these channels are best for you. All right. If you want to increase traffic to your website, another channel you can consider is SEM, SEO, and email marketing. Right. If you want to increase customer loyalty, maybe that's your online objectives. So if you want to increase customer loyalty, then you have to focus on social media, email marketing, and content marketing. Social media helps your customers engage with you in real time. Email marketing sends relevant communication to your customers and even potential customers, right? They can read their emails wherever they are. Content marketing, when you're using blogs, videos, right, infographics to reach your customers wherever they might be on their phones, it helps to increase your customer loyalty. So each online objective should also align with a particular marketing channel. Now that you have considered your marketing channel, you have to plan your activity. You have to plan your activity. What are you going to do with these channels? All right. So you have to strategically plan your activity. Okay. So, for example, this person is saying that his online objective is to reach more people in his local area and get more returning customers. Reach people in his local area and get more returning customers. He says he doesn't have a website yet because it's too expensive or it might be too much of an investment for his business. So how could I use digital marketing to help his business? Right? He wants to reach more local people in his area, but he doesn't have a website. What can he do? All right. So these are very few steps you could take. List your business on Google Business Profile. So for you that you don't have a website, the first thing that you can do is to list your business on Google Business Profile and create a free website. So now there are so many platforms that provide free websites for businesses. So maybe you might not have the money to go for a professional website. You can build your profile or enlist your profile on Google Business Profile or sign up to these platforms for a free website. Okay. Then you can also set up a Facebook page. You can set up or create a Facebook page for your business. And then you collect reviews and posts. All right. You collect reviews and posts from your customers. Okay. Then lastly, you use the same Facebook advertising. So this time around, you're using social media advertising. Maybe you pay to promote a particular post on your Facebook page so that the people in your local area, right, can see the kind of business that you're offering. Okay. So once you know your online objectives, once you know your digital marketing channel, you have to plan your activity. Now that maybe you don't have a website, am I using social media? Do I have an account? If I have an account, what is slowing down my customer base? What can I do to improve my customer base? All right. These are certain plans that you have to write down when planning a digital marketing strategy. Now, the next thing is to measure. Now that you have planned your strategy, how would you measure? How would you measure the success of your plan? Because in every strategy, you need to measure how the strategy is going. How is it working? Is it working good for your business? Do you have to change it? You need to find or devise ways of measuring your digital marketing plan. Now, quickly, let's do a quick review of the SMART goals or SMART objectives, right? Now, the SMART objectives are, as I know most of you know this already, is an acronym that enables teams and individuals to set goals and succeed. So it's an acronym. S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for achievable, R stands for realistic, T stands for time bound. So while you plan for your digital marketing strategy, you need to use the SMART method. All right. So SMART objectives, like they help you to set goals that are more likely to succeed. So instead of plucking ideas out of thing of the air, right? Out of thin air, you can just devise your plan using the SMART method. So for specific, what exactly do you want to achieve? What exactly do you want to achieve? Who, what, where, and even how. Okay? You have to give your goals as much detail and thought as possible, right? M stands for measurable. How will you know that your goals have been achieved? Are you going to use Google Analytics? Are you going to use, or are you going to track progress on your social media using Facebook or Instagram Insights? What will be your measure stick? What will be your measuring tool to track the success of your plans? Are your goals achievable? Do you have the skills and resources to achieve your goals? That's the achievable SMART version. Are your goals realistic? Now you are going online. You want to increase sales online. Is it realistic? What you want to do and the resources that you have and with the time frame that you have, is it realistic? Are your goals likely to be achieved, or maybe it's just a dream? Now T stands for time bound or timely. When do you want to complete this goal? What is your time frame for this goal? Every goal needs to have a time frame, because the time gives you that kind of motivation. All right, giving goals a date ensures that you are motivated to continue working to improve and achieve your goal. So whilst planning your online strategy, use the SMART method. And as I said, when you are measuring your goal, you need to consider the tools you use. Usually, you cannot sit back and estimate the success of a digital marketing plan using your mind. No. If you do that, you might be wrong. So now technology has advanced to the level where there are so many tools that can help you measure the success of your digital marketing plan. We have Google Analytics, right? We have social media insights. If you're using an app like Hootsuite will give you regular updates or regular progress reports. If you're using Facebook or Instagram gives you insights on your posts, on your followership, on your account, basically. So these are measuring tools that could help you know how your digital marketing plan is working. So yes, you set SMART objectives, right? Now, even in the SMART objectives, right, we need to consider broad objectives and then a SMART objective. So maybe the broad objective is aligned to your main goal, right? So your main goal and your broad objectives are quite similar, or they should be similar. So maybe your objective could be to increase online sales, to increase brand awareness, right? But the SMART objectives, because it's a SMART method, they are more specific. So for example, if you want to increase online sales, how, when, how? You get it? How, when, and why? So for a SMART objective, this is how it's going to look like. I want to increase online sales by 20% within 3 months. This is a SMART objective. This is a SMART objective because it has streamlined your objectives. It had made it more achievable, right? It has added a clear vision to your objective. Maybe you want to increase brand awareness, but the SMART version will be to increase our brand awareness on Facebook by growing our audience with new people by 40%. So you see, when you add certain specifics like that, your goals become, or your objectives become smart, okay, and it becomes more realistic that you can achieve them. So in as much as we have our broad goals, our main goals, let's use the SMART method so that we can streamline and make it more specific. When you break it down to that level, it makes it more achievable. For example, if you set a goal, if you're an IT firm and you set a goal of maybe, or you do training and you set a goal that within the next 6 months you want to train this specific number of people, right? It is a smart goal. But if you just say that you just want to increase your awareness or just train a lot of people in a year, it's too broad and you might not have the motivation to achieve that. So let's all streamline our objectives with respect to our business goals. Okay. Now, this is a typical example of a digital marketing plan. So if you have been following our training, you realize that when I began the digital marketing session, we used an example, Mondi, the hairdresser. So using the 6 objectives that were aligned, this is Mondi's digital marketing plan. For those of you who are writing, if you follow the steps, I'm sure by now you should have a digital marketing plan for your business specifically. So first, this is how the plan looks like. You consider your business goal. So for Mondi, the hairdresser, um, she wanted to reach more people in her local area, get more customers walking through her door. It means that she had a shop. So her business goal was to reach more people in her local area and get more customers walking into her shop. Now she segmented her audience. So she said that her target audience were mostly females between the ages of 39 and 45, and they are located within her local area where her business is located, right? Another audience that she segmented or she looked out for were past customers. Then from there, because she doesn't have a website, because she said it was too expensive or was too much of an investment for her now, her digital marketing channel was Facebook or local SEO. Okay, so because she couldn't pay for a professional website, she set up her business on Google Business Profile and she got a free website from Google. Okay, or maybe she signed up for any free um, website platform, maybe Wix, right? And then they gave her a free website. So one digital channel she could be using is local SEO, local search engine optimization. Okay, because she has a free website. She couldn't pay for an expensive one. And then she's also going to use Facebook. Now, after considering her channel, she now plans out the activity. So the activity was to build a website and boost the visibility of that website on Google. That's the local SEO we spoke of. And then she's going to use Facebook advertising. So she will create a page and then she would run a social media paid advertisement. All right. So that's her activity. Then she broke it down into an online objective. So considering a smart method, right? If you remember the smart method, so she had an online objective to increase online reach, to increase returning customers. Now, the smart objectives for Mondi as a hairdresser was to increase Facebook page likes, right, from the new people by 50% within the next month. Okay, this was her smart objective. And then she also said that she wants to increase bookings from the past customers by 20% in the next quarter. So this is a smart objective. She has streamlined and narrowed it down to the specifics. So it makes it more achievable. Okay, it makes it more achievable. And because she's using Facebook, definitely her measuring tool will be Facebook Insights. Facebook, if you have a business page and you run a marketing or a promo on Facebook page, you're able to see the insights for yourself. Okay. Now here I'll pause for questions. We have just learned the 6 key methods or the 6 key ways of building a digital marketing plan. Now it's now time for questions. I want you, those who are writing down your notes, those who are trying to plan for their business, let's know. Share your feedback, ask your questions in the comments in the chat box. Let me quickly run through that before we move to the next session. Okay, so I can see Raymond in the chat box helping out with the questions. Gloria, I hope you have been answered. Can a growing business engage in a professional IT personnel to deal with this? Yes. Yes, you can. Raymond has already answered that, Gloria. Esther says, can I still use Google Analytics if I use email marketing, Facebook, Instagram, and display ads? Yes, yes. So usually Google Analytics is linked to your website. So I think Raymond has also answered that for you. Thank you so much, Esther. Do we have any more questions for me? Luther says, can we have the recording after? Yes, the video will still be online on our YouTube page. Okay, it will be online on our YouTube page. Pausing for questions. Any questions so far? I hope we have all understood up to this point. Okay, all right. Then let's proceed. If there are no questions, let's proceed to the last session. Okay. All right. Now we want to harness the power of digital advertising. If there are no questions, we move on to the last session. We want to harness the power of digital advertising. Okay. So we'll get started with search engine marketing. Search engine marketing. Now, the best search engine now in the world now is Google. There are other search engines, Bing, Yahoo. But if you want to harness the power of digital advertising, you first need to consider Google, right? One way of advertising online is search engine marketing. Okay. So what you are seeing on your screen, I don't know if it's so clear, is the search engine results page. So when you type for anything, I'm sure most of us are familiar with Google search. Most of us, or almost all of us, have searched for an item or something on Google page. So whenever you search for something on Google page, you realize that the search engine page, the results page, has been categorized. First, on the right hand side, the right panel, you normally see if it's probably if it's related to an item or a business, you realize that you see a business profile on the right side of the search results page. If it's an item you're buying, usually the first session that you are seeing is a search, the paid text or the paid advertisement, right? So aside the search box, the next thing you see on the results page is the paid advertisements, right? You see them over there. If it's, for example, as you can see on your screen, maybe you're looking for an HD camera, you realize that there are a lot of shopping ads that are being run, right? If the item you're looking for is not necessarily a product, right? Or maybe it's a service, you realize that what shows on top of the search results page is a paid text or a paid advertisement. Then what follows is the organic search listing. So anything below the paid text or paid advertisement is the organic search listings, right? So when you're using search engine marketing, right, which is a paid form of marketing, right? For example, when you run Google Ads, what happens is that because you are paying for it, right, your business information, which is related, or the information on your website, right, comes to the paid area, or should I say the paid advertisement area, it comes on top, right? It comes on top because you are paying for it, and then it makes it more easy for your customers or whoever potential customers to find your business. So that's one advantage of search engine marketing. It gives you the advantage whereby your business comes on top, your website shows on top of the search results page. The other results that are organic show below that. So it makes it more visible. You know that most of us, if you are searching for items on Google page, you mostly go through the first page. And even the first page, you consider the things at the top before you scroll down. Yeah, so that's one advantage of search engine marketing. If you still don't find anything on your first two pages, hardly do people even visit the latter pages of Google search results, because people want or think that they can find whatever they are looking for at least in the first two pages of Google search. So this is the process for search engine marketing. If you are using this method, you first need to understand your customers. You need to find keywords. You need to create the ad, right? And then you have to put all these things together so that you can have a successful search engine marketing. All right. So when you understand your customers, this is what makes everything else happen. If you know the kind of customers you have and you understand them well, you're able to find the right keywords that is aligned with your business, right? You can brainstorm good keywords to bid on that might be relevant to your target audience. All right. And you create the ad. So in order to create the good ads, you need to understand your customer first, and you create an ad that is tailored to suit your customers. Okay. Now, some people might be asking, I've heard SEM, search engine optimization, and I've heard search engine marketing. What is the difference? So this slide, I'll explain the difference between search engine marketing and search engine optimization. Now, search engine marketing, SEM, right, is a paid advertisement. So you pay for your search listings. Okay? You pay for your search listings. So SEM is where you pay, but only when someone actually clicks on your ad that you'll be charged. So if your ad serves 10 times, but it is only clicked once, you will pay just once. That's one good thing about search engine marketing. We call it pay per click. So your ad can run for the whole month, like probably 50 times, but only 10 people click on your ad. It means that you'll be charged for just the 10 clicks. Okay. So you pay for your search listings in search engine marketing, but search engine optimization, the search listings are free. You don't pay for it. You don't pay for search engine optimization. In search engine marketing, you bid on keywords. When we say bid on keywords, you brainstorm and find appropriate keywords that are in line with your business and also in line with what your customers are looking for. Maybe you sell processed foods, and maybe you sell processed maize or processed groundnuts, right? Now, you have to bid on keywords by brainstorming on keywords that are in line with your business. So maybe yours is groundnuts. So some of your keywords could be groundnuts. Now, a keyword could be a word or a phrase. So groundnuts in Accra. Or maybe if you are an IT firm and maybe you offer network solutions, your keyword could be IT consultancy or network solutions or data service solutions. These are keywords that you bid on. Now, for search engine optimization, you don't bid on keywords, you optimize keywords. So, keywords are already in your website. So, normally with search engine optimization, if you have a website, right, the information, the texts, the images, or whatever content was used in building your website contain keywords. So those keywords that were used in building your site, or those information that were used in building your site, are optimized, meaning that it's a technical term, but they are optimized and that they are gathered, right, in search engine optimization We put them as headers, we put them as tags. Okay, even in images, you can rename your images with some of the keywords that were used in building your website. So you optimize keywords in search engine optimization. I hope that is okay. So we optimize by sending um, relevant signals to the likes of Google based on your web pages and incoming links and other factors like reviews for search engine optimization. So you can search relevant keywords that are based on your web pages, each page of your website, and even incoming links. And then we optimize that. Now, for search engine marketing, you can get onto the first page right away. It's very easy. When you use Google Ads, you pay for it, you set your budget, you set and start to run your campaign. Once you pay for it and you go live, instantly your business will show on the first page of Google search results. Okay, because it's instant. Once you pay and it goes live, you publish your campaign, it goes live. But for search engine optimization, it can take some time because Google has to rank the first page. Google has to rank the page itself. Okay, so Google takes some time to index, right? It takes some time to, we call it indexing. It takes some time to go through your website, each page of a website, and then you're able to get a rank if your search engine optimization is good based on how you optimize your keywords and you build your website. If it is good, Google will rank it higher, and then it will be very visible on the search results page. I hope that is clear. But as I said, search engine optimization can take a lot of time depending on the nature of competition, the type of search query you are being or you are trying to rank for. Okay. So example, ranking on the first page for pizza might take several months. Why? Because pizza is a broad term keyword and there are a lot of restaurants that sell pizza. So if you are bidding on a keyword or you are trying to rank for a keyword like pizza, it will take a long time. But if you narrow your keywords to, for example, pizza restaurants in Dansoman or pizza restaurants in Nairobi, right, it's a bit clear, it's a bit narrow, and so it might take a shorter time for Google to rank that. I hope that is clear. So this is the difference between search engine marketing and search engine optimization. Now, some people would want to go into the details of search engine optimization. Now, you have to sign up for Google Search Console. Okay, so this is a method used to boost your visibility on search engines, and this is mostly used for those who have websites. So if you have a business and you have an existing website, this is how to go about search engine optimization. So you sign up for Search Console, right? And you submit your content to Google. All right. So in the chat box, I think Raymond, our moderator, will post the link to Google Search Console. Now, Google Search Console is a free tool that can help you tell more accurately and learn how you rank on Google Search. So if you have an existing website, I think Raymond will drop the link to Google Search Console in the chat box right now. Click on the link and then put your website there, right? It helps you identify if there are any issues or errors with your website. So it determines the issues or errors in your website that is maybe making Google rank you poorly or highly. Okay, so you have to submit your content to Google using the Google Search Console. Then you consider the site map. So this is also quite technical, but we are all learning. So let's learn that. You have to submit your site map. This is how you go about SEO. After searching for your website's quality or accuracy on Google Search Console, you can submit your site map to Google bots. Google bots are sort of, it's a technology that reads or scans through every page of your website, or it scans through the structure of your site, how it was built, right? And helps to identify the errors and issues with the website. So you submit your site map. It's like the plan of your website or the blueprint of your website. And I think Raymond also shared that link in the chat box how to submit your site map, how to find the site map, and how to submit it to Google so that the Google bots can review your website. Now, after you are done with the search console and your site map, now you can look into creating valuable content. Okay, so you help Google and the users understand your content. So you create unique and accurate page titles, create good titles and snippets. So I think Emmanuel asked a question initially about me showing the header, the HTML header, right? I told you that it will take some time. So for search engine optimization, the final step is that you have to review your content. Make sure you rename and create unique and accurate titles to every image on your website, every text on your website, and even every page. You can use heading tags to emphasize important text. So for those who understand web development and design, even if you don't understand it, it's quite simple. Every web page could have relevant titles. Every image in your website could have relevant tags that emphasizes on that content only. So maybe in your website, you are showing a farm. So you can use tags as maybe the location of the farm or what crop or produce that is on the farm on your website as a title. So I emphasize the importance of that image in your web page. So when you do this by optimizing all the content, you are doing what we call search engine optimization. And these are tips for search engine success, right? Now, there's no shortcut for search engine optimization. It is a technical process. There's no shortcut, right? So there's no short way which helps you to just improve one time your website's visibility, right? But because it takes process, it is a working pathway. Gradually, when you do it and you submit your website's details to Google, Google will be able to tell you the errors with the website. Okay. Once you're able to optimize it well, Google will tell you that your website is doing well. We have even free tools online that can rank, or should I say, that can check the performance of your website. These things really help to know that your website is good for search engine optimization. Right. So one tip too is that you have to run keyword research. Yes, keywords is very important. It's very, very important. You have to discover and understand what words or phrases people are looking for to generate with the actual search result for your business page. Let me repeat myself. You have to discover and understand the words or phrases, okay? The words or phrases that people are looking for when they are looking for things in relation to your business. Okay, so if you're a hairdresser, you're a plumber, and then you know that people normally ask for leakage. So leakage will be a very good keyword, right? Pipe leakage, plumbing works. These are very good keywords that you could use when optimizing your web pages. So the title and meta description are important because they both are used in search engine optimization to generate actual search results for the specific page. All right. The title is used to generate the first line shown, and then the meta description is used to generate few short sentences that follow. All right. So once you do the keyword research, you're also supposed to publish useful and high quality content. This is where we come in with images, right? So make sure that anytime you want to run or do the search engine optimization, your images are of high quality, are of very, very high quality. If you are selling products and you have to do a product shoot, then you must do it, because this is what will boost your pages, your website's ranking on Google so that people can easily see it. If you do any website or you have poor images, it would affect the ranking when Google bots go through your website, and which also means that your website might be found on the 5th or 6th pages on Google search results, which wouldn't help your business. Okay, so please, if you are giving content to a web developer or maybe you are building your own website, make sure you have high quality content, very high quality content that could boost your page and your website on Google search results. So the next after search engine optimization are display ads. I think I gave a brief introduction about display ads in session 1 of today's training. Now, what are display ads? Now that we've searched and looked at search ads, let's explore display advertising. Display ads are typically visual content that are displayed on a variety number of publisher websites, right? News agencies and even blog sites. So it's like a poster or a flyer, but this time it's a digital poster or a digital flyer. I hope you understand. So that is a display advertisement. It's a digital poster or a digital flyer. Now, display ads comes in all shapes and sizes. We could have one that looks like a portrait, one that is landscape, and then they are normally image banners, right? For display ads, they're normally image banners. We have some that are GIFs, GIFs, that are also um, display ads normally found in publisher and blog websites. There are different ad formats available. So we have text ads, image ads, okay? As I said, GIFs, and all these things are all display ads. You find them on websites, a lot of websites. Now, visual ads can be more effective in getting people to click on, as they are often seen, right? They're often eye-catching. So you realize that when you go to maybe GhanaWeb.com, you could find a display ad maybe on the left panel or somewhere hiding in between the information you're looking for. So you might not necessarily be looking for that advertisement, but it is showing up in between content in publisher websites. So that is how display ads run, and you'll be tempted to click on them. So most of the display ads are eye-catching, and they stand out within the websites or the web pages where they are situated. So how is display advertising different from search advertising? This is a quick question. You can put your answers in the chat box. How is display advertising different from search advertising? We've talked about search advertising, that's search engine marketing, and then we've just talked about display advertising. What do you think is the difference? Let's see in the chat box. Okay, since we don't have any responses yet, let's continue. I'll come back to read your responses. All right. Search advertising versus display advertising. Now, search advertising is focused around matching ads to user search queries on search engines like google.com. So for search advertising, it only works on search engines, all right? So it's focused on addressing search queries, right? And the likelihood to generate sales with search advertising is higher because people have specific things they are searching for. I hope you understand. Because people are looking for specific things they are searching for on a search engine like Google, with search advertising, that particular thing, if your business sells that particular good or offers that particular service, your website will show up first with search advertising. But with display advertising, it is focused around 7 ads across different websites, such as news, blogs, and even local websites, as I said. So it is for display advertising, it doesn't have to do with a search query. We just publish them on any of those different websites. But with search advertising, it has to do with a search query and is found on search engines. Next, most relevant when the primary objective is to generate sales. Yes, so if you're an e-commerce or you're a business website and you want to generate more sales, the best advertising or most suitable advertising would be search advertising because people search for things they want to buy. Now, display advertising is most relevant when the primary objective is to just drive website traffic or website awareness. Then the process for display advertising. You also have to understand your customers, find placement ideas, create the ad creatives, and then you put it all together. So just like search engine optimization and search engine marketing, with display advertising also, you have to understand your customers. This is where everything boils down to, okay? You need to also find placement ideas or targets, or should I say content that is catchy, eye-catchy for your customers or consumers. And then you create the ad copy. As I said, it's a digital copy, it's a digital flyer, it's a digital poster. So create eye-catching content that you can place on different websites. It can come in, it could be a small image of size, it could be a very large banner. It depends on how you understand your audience better. Now, we'll move on to social advertising. Most of us are using social advertising. So for social advertising, we have the paid advertising on social networks like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, right? And we have the organic ones. So for social advertising, you also need to know which one is best for your business. Now, you might already have a presence. You might already have an Instagram account. You might already have a Facebook account. But advertising is different. Now, having a page is different from advertising there. Advertising gives you the opportunity to find the right customers, especially the hard to reach customers, right? The hard to reach potential customers. Social media gives you the opportunity to find them. Now, why should we use social advertising, right? So you have a page, but why should you pay for Instagram ads? Why should you boost a post? Okay. Now, social media advertising allows you to target and retarget ideal consumers. Okay. With sophisticated targeting capabilities, social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram help you to target your ideal buyers, right? Which allows you to drive more relevant traffic to your website, right? This is the best way to get most out of your marketing spend. I mean, if you have a budget for marketing, at least, and you have a Facebook page, once in a while, you should be running paid advertisements on Facebook and Instagram. It is very necessary because it helps people on your social media know that your business is still running, right? It increases brand recognition. Okay, it diverts traffic to your website if you have one. It helps to reach specific target audiences on different social media sites. So for those of you who have paid for social media advertisements, you realize that through the process of paying for it, or through the process of setting up your campaign, Instagram or Facebook helps you to streamline your target audience, whether they are male or female, where they are located, and even their age, or their age as well. So it gives you the opportunity to reach the right people, the right consumers at the right particular time. It's also cheap and cost effective, right? It's also cheap and cost effective. Once in a while, I see Instagram and Facebook running promos. So they give you about 10% discount to run a promo on any of your ads on your pages. So once in a while, once you are doing organic posting, once in a while, you should set a budget cap. Just set some money aside to run Instagram ads, set some money aside to run Facebook ads. It will be very helpful for your business. It helps to generate leads as well. Now, what are the main differences between organic and paid social media? I think I've already for um, Facebook to boost your page, Facebook or Instagram or any of the social media channels, YouTube and Twitter, LinkedIn. You pay for that, and then your pages are boosted. So quickly, the difference again, um, for actions or clicks from the post are free, right? Your content appears on your business profile and on people's news feeds or people's timelines. And then with organic social media, you can only reach your followers and your friends only. But for paid social media, you pay for the views, actions, or clicks from posts or ads. You pay for that. And then your ad or your advert can appear in more places. It appears in a wider range of audiences. And it can reach anyone, whether the person is following you or not following you. Your paid social media advert reaches them. This is also the process for social media advertising. You choose your objective, you choose your audience, you create a post, create an eye-catching post, a high-quality post. If it is a shoe, maybe you are into selling heels, you are into selling lip balm, you are into food. You have to make sure that the food you are selling, you have high-quality images, you have a nice flyer, right? A nice designed flyer or poster, you post it and you boost it. Okay. Also, you have to remember to set a budget. Normally, for social media, your budget and then the time. So maybe for Instagram, you are running, you're into shuttle, and then you want to run an advert. You can set a budget cap, maybe a minimum $15, which can run for 7 days, right? And then the Instagram or Facebook will give you an estimated reach, right? An estimated reach. Now, for setting your budget and paying for these things, you use your Visa card. It's quite simple. So once in a while, once you have a business on Facebook or Instagram, run some of these promos, pay for it, and then get the results that you want. Okay, I think we are learning so many things today. It's time for questions. I've been talking for a while now. Let me go and run a quick run through the chat box. If you have any other question for me, if you have any question so far, how to harness the power of digital advertising. Okay, I think there was a question that was asked. When I try to boost a post on my Facebook page, I'm told to verify my business. I've tried it several times. Okay, I think um okay. Has it been answered? So you try to boost a post on your Facebook page, but you are told to verify. Yes, you need to verify your business. Facebook needs to understand if your business is legit, and usually the verification might be sending a text message um, to the phone that you used in registering it, or maybe an email, by a link to your email. If you've tried for several months, I think you should consult your digital marketing specialist to help you with that. All right, it would work. Okay. I think Esther is asking some questions here. If your business is at the idea stage, okay, what marketing plan can one have? So yes, so you can use a smart plan, Esther. You can use a smart plan, right? It's in the idea stage. What is the goal of the business? What do you want to achieve with the business? Right? It has to be specific, it has to be measurable, it has to be achievable, it has to be realistic, right? It has to be time bound. So even if it's in the idea stage, get these points and outline them. You can consult your digital marketing specialist, and both of you can brainstorm on how you can plan your digital marketing. Okay, so just consider the business goals, consider the online goals, consider your budget, your audience, consider all these things, note them down, and discuss with your digital marketing specialist. Okay, he'll be able to tell you or advise you on how you can plan for your business if it's at the idea stage. Okay. I think Raymond has done that. Yes, Raymond also shared the links to the Facebook, um, to the Google Search Console, and then the sitemap. All right. So if I don't have any questions here, let's quickly wrap up. Okay. All right. So we have a free bootcamp available, as I said at the beginning of this session. Google Hustler Academy is running training for business. You have a small business, sign up for Google Hustler Academy and learn more. So that is that for today's session. Today's session has been quite insightful. I know we have learned a lot today. There are so many things that goes on when you are planning your digital marketing strategy or when you are building your digital marketing plan. First, we spoke about what digital marketing is, the 6 digital marketing channels that you can use, and then we went into the plan itself, having a business budget cap, using a smart method, right? And planning it, right? Choosing a digital marketing channel, and then measuring your plan. So we have learned quite a lot today. What are your next steps? Now that you have learned, we want you to implement. You're a business owner, you want to make sales, you want to increase brand awareness, you have your specific and broad objectives. What are your next steps? We want you to action these out. All right, invest in your business, take time, put down a plan and follow through, and then just hope that whatever plan you are doing, if it's not working for you, liaise with your digital marketing specialist and see how best you can change or optimize it to make your business successful. All right. So these are social media pages. Find us at Digital Skills for Africa, Google Digital Skills for Africa. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I hope you sign the attendance as well. So if you haven't signed the attendance, please, Raymond, share the attendance for them to sign. Sign up for certificates as well. Make sure you follow us on social media. If you have any further questions, please liaise with your digital marketing specialist. Thank you all so much for today's session, for joining today's session. It was a pleasure training you or going through these slides or these processes with you. I'm so excited that we've had a successful training. And if you're able to draw out a digital marketing plan, congratulations. If you are still working on it and you are trying to implement it later on, that's also cool. Try and liaise with your specialist and see how best we can move your business. Thank you once again. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your efforts. Do well to join us and keep on going with Google. It's bye for now. Thank you.